You're listening to the audio production of The Faith of Elvis, a story only a brother can tell, by Billy Standlee and Kent Sanders, and read by Webb Wilder.
Introduction. Elvis is alive. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. How do I know he's alive? Because I've seen him. As I watched Elvis's casket being placed into a mausoleum in 1977, I felt an overwhelming grief, assuming I would never see him again. But I did see him. The first time was in a dream 10 years later. Drugs and bad decisions had brought me to the lowest point in my life, and the words he spoke changed my life forever. I saw Elvis a second time in 2018, 41 years after he died. I suffered a major heart attack and was clinically dead for 10 minutes, but it was enough time to see Elvis in a vision. We talked briefly, and he shared his final message with me. Tell all of my family, friends, and fans I love them, and I'll see them when they get here. This book is not just my attempt to share the message Elvis gave to me. I also want to reveal the true story of a great man. Behind the glitz and glamour, beyond the movies and millions of records sold, is a man driven by his faith in God. I didn't know him as a fan, a Hollywood producer, or the countless number of people who wanted a piece of him. I knew him as a brother. I want you to see the man who gave so much of himself, almost too much. A man who thought it was better to give than to receive. A man dedicated to protecting his younger brothers and sharing the love of Jesus with each of us. This is a story of faith, hope, and love. It is a story only a brother can tell. I was 7 years old when my mother, Dee, brought me and my two younger brothers to live at Graceland in 1960. Although my brother Ricky and I were born the same year in 1953, I was older than him for 11 months out of the year. I was born in January, and he was born in December. My brother David was 2 years younger. As for my mother, she was still young in years, but long in life experience. As a military wife who had moved around a lot, she was ready to settle down. My mother and father were separated, but their divorce was not finalized. She would go on to marry Elvis's father, Vernon, a few months after we moved in with the Presley family. None of us had any idea how our lives were about to change. Moments after we arrived at Graceland, the man the world knew as the King scooped me and my brothers up in his arms and exclaimed, "Daddy, I always wanted a little brother."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?